Hi! I know you can't see me, but I'm just behind these lovely palm trees and I'm just having a stretch under the cool African sun with a lovely jamboree African theme. La 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 kumba, la 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 kumba, la 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 kumba. Hi, it's me, Reading with Joan. And as you can see, we are talking about the Gambia. And welcome everyone to the program. So this afternoon we have a lovely guest coming all the way from Gambia. He's a very lovely learned guest and he knows everything about the Gambia. And so we'll bring onto the show Dr. Yaya. Hello, Dr. Yaya. Welcome to the group. And he's coming in with his lovely family. And we have, can you introduce yourself, lovely family?
Hi, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Say hello, Sally.
Hello.
Hello, Sally. Hello.
Hi, it's really nice to be with you. Yeah.
Sally
I think
singing the show
we're gonna
right
have to
now.
give Sally back to her mom.
Exactly, she's singing the show.
So now we're gonna talk a little bit about Gambia.
We won't get anything done today. She's taking the show.
Oh no.
Okay.
All
Right.
right. So before we come back to you, who are you?
I'm Big J.
She's Big J, and who are you?
Also J.
Little J. So I have Big J and Little J. They're my co-hosts, and I'm Joan. Mighty J. So once again, we want to say, okay, thank you, Dr. Yaya. And we have a very handsome chap sitting beside you. Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Mohammed.
Hey, hi, Mohammed. And just like you know, I'm Joan. And so Dad and yourself is going to be telling us everything about the Gambia. And we are from Nigeria, so we are ready to learn everything and everyhow. I think on Facebook today, I put your map on the announcement, and it was interesting to read all those names and see everything. And the lovely beach picture just shows that you are just close to the ocean. And you can, however, just give us a brief background about everything about Gambia. We can know just general things about Gambia.
Yeah. So the Gambia is a tiny country. It's just about 11,000 square kilometers, and there's only about 2 million people. I think I'm gonna have to give Sally back to her mommy.
Thank you.
And the Gambia is called the smiling coast of Africa.
Ooh.
Does anyone know why that might be?
I think it's because of a map. Because the map is like the map is like a mouth shape. Yeah, when I saw that, I was quite interested. Yeah.
I thought because we might hold the Guinness Book of World Records for being the most smiley people on the face of this earth, but no.
That's possible. Your map has said it's all over.
Yeah. So when the Gambia is a very kind of a tourist kind of country, we get a lot of tourists that come and visit us, and they always compliment the country for being a very smiley people. Like people always smile. And I think it's an African thing. Like even if we might have problems, people always smile.
You
There's
get
no
that
problem.
right. You get that right. We always smile in Africa.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. What about you, Mohammed? Is there anything that you would like to add about Gambia? Just keep it brief.
Yeah. I think people from when I've lived in Gambia.
Look at the camera.
From when I've lived in Gambia, which has maybe been about 6 years, over 6 years. I found that people are really friendly, and like if you spend like one day with them, they basically act like you've known them for years. They're also really hospitable.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how little they have, you can always share a home with them.
And share the rest later. So that's from us, Joan. A little kind of picture about the Gambia. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for that. I was thinking I'm looking for my phone. Yeah, just don't worry. I was looking for
No
my phone.
problem at all.
Yeah, that's how I would be distracted. So now that we know just a general fact about Gambia, the smiley country is on the coast. What are the countries that are bordering Ghana? Gambia, sorry.
Yeah, it's no problem at all. So our first country that borders us is Senegal.
Yeah.
So we have Senegal bordering us on the north, south, and on the west. And
yeah,
we have the Atlantic Ocean in the east.
Sorry, that kind of confused me because when I was looking at the map, I saw Senegal on the top and I saw Senegal below, and I'm like, wait a minute. Are you Senegal? Are you sweet to say sandwich of Senegal, Gambia, Senegal?
We're inside Senegal. And I guess that tells you a lot about colonialism. And I think that's one of your questions later on, that really speaking, we were one people.
Yeah.
And then the French people came and took Senegal.
Yeah.
And the British people, the reason why the Gambia is like a smiling coast,
yeah,
is because the river, the British people were interested in taking the river. Because they would transport slaves along using the river. So the British people took it and called it Gambia, and the French took the rest, called Senegal.
Can you imagine? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what, Dr. Yaya, I can't wait to get Africa back to one nation. I don't know when that is going to be possible, but I'm looking forward to just be Africa, a country of nations, because there are nations inside Africa, but we don't have to be countries. Because somebody was saying something yesterday that when you come to the West, country is like county. So for us, in that sense, we are like counties. No, we are not counties. We are nations of people. And so that was an interesting fact I got to know yesterday. And that is quite good. So the next thing I want to say, we want to ask, what's the next question you want to ask?
I'm not sure.
Now, your food. What is your food like in Gambia?
Our food. Great. Good question. I think we got a few slides.
Yes,
with
I'm
pictures
just
of food on it.
See if I can get that out. Oh, I didn't show this lovely. Look at the lovely beach Dr. Yaya was talking about.
By the way, do you know who that little kid is over there?
It's Mohammed.
That's Mohammed and his grandmother.
Oh, look at that. Mohammed, you must be missing this scene at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we know you have Portobello Beach here, but it's not like it's not as good as this.
Portobello Beach will have to do for now.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Oh my God, I can see myself just sitting down here for the rest of my life.
You know, Africa is beautiful, and we have so many beautiful things that we can really enjoy, and you know, we should be proud of.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I share these images is to challenge the image of Africa being a place of poverty, of, you know, conflict and people, you know. No, Africa is a place where there's so many positive things, like, you know, people sharing like stories of, you know, their holidays. And the Gambia is one of the top places in West Africa for bird watching. We have many species of birds that migrate, and they stop over in the Gambia. So, yeah.
Wow. So thank you for letting us know that. I am really, really interested in knowing about that. I love watching the birds behind my house, but I've never gone outside the house for bird watching. So one day I'll go back to Africa and do that. What's this place?
So this is our neighborhood in the Gambia. Mohammed, you recognize this place?
Yeah.
Look at that. Africa is not that bad, you see? This just looks like any other street.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was so hot, and it was like there was a cliff at the end. Africa.
There's no cliff. Is that what's so hot that Africa has a cliff at the end? Right. This is a
cliff
very
at the end. Oh dear. What is that? Is that Little J? Little J, have you ever been to Africa yourself?
No. Have you been to Africa? In our dreams.
Well,
she's been to Africa in her dreams.
This picture shows you that, you know, Africa is a beautiful place. you know, and you know, it's not what you see on the TV all the time.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
you know the funniest thing, there are some places that if I take my kids to in Lagos or Abuja, they would be amazed. They would completely just, their shoulders would just drop because they've not been able, they would not have seen those kind of buildings before anywhere else in the world. Because, you know, there's some ways some Africans build and furnishes their house. You'll be like, are you the princess of Tabuntu? Why do you have to, why do you have to do that? But that shows they go an extra mile to beautify and enrich their environment when they want to. So Africa is beautiful. And so let me go to the next slide and let's just go. Now the food. What is this? It looks amazing. I'm hungry
All
already.
right.
It's
Now we're
like
talking.
fried rice.
Fried
Okay,
rice.
Yeah, what is this?
So I'm sure that you must have heard of jollof rice, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, any guesses where jollof rice originally comes from?
Oh, don't tell me it's Gambia. I'm just going to die.
That was so good.
Well, it's called jollof because jollof is one of the tribes in Gambia.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Seriously? Oh no! Okay, tell us more about that.
So jollof rice is originally Gambian and Senegalese, actually. But obviously the Nigerians, the Ghanaians, they add their own little twist to it and make it their own. So,
So that means your jollof rice is not reddish, but ours is reddish.
yeah, we have two types.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell us about it.
So, and I don't know, Mohammed, would you like to come in? I don't want you to be just bored. You know, you have to engage with this whole process. So do you want to tell Joan very quickly about this dish? So she talks about the color. How comes it's white? I was going to tell her.
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Oh, Mohammed is forgetting his Gambian roots, so he's gonna have to learn here. So there's two colors. We call it a white. We call it Benachin in Wolof. There's a white Benachin and there's a red Benachin. So so this version is the white one. It was cooked for me by my mom when I went there on holiday the last time I was in Gambia. Absolutely delicious. My mom's the best cook.
Oh God!
My
Let
wife.
me tell you, everybody's mom is the best cook.
Yeah.
What about you?
My mom is the best.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
She's the best cook.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is the other? I can see fish there. What is the other things that is garnishing the food?
Yeah. So there's some cabbage, right?
Yeah.
And then there's some kind of like you know, the Gambians might put like different things on the side. For example, some of them might put some shrimp, but this is some kind of seasoned vegetables that's been fried into kind of stewish sort of yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that chicken beside the fish?
No. So there's the fish which is fried, as you can see.
Yeah.
Then on the other side of it is the cabbage. The cabbage is the huge white thing.
Oh, I see. Because it looks like chicken to me.
It does look like chicken.
No, it's cabbage.
The stuff behind it was cabbage.
It's like a cut of cabbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we usually eat jollof rice with like you know, vegetables like carrots, cabbage, you know, some aubergines as well.
Oh. Yeah.
But I think in Nigeria you usually have it as like just the rice itself, and you have different things.
Yeah. And then aubergine is called garden egg in Nigeria. That kind of, we have this kind
We
of
call it
thing.
garden egg in Gambia as well, actually. Yeah.
It's called garden egg. So that's interesting. I'm looking forward to eat your food one day, Mohammed. Invite me over. You have to make this dish. And what is this?
Okay, Mohammed, you know what this is? Let's check Mohammed's knowledge. Mohammed, what's this?
Isn't that like iftar?
He says he thinks it's an iftar meal. So iftar is like,
It's a breakfast meal.
yeah, it's a breakfast meal. Yep. And what is it? Do you remember what it's called? This is called akara.
Akara. Oh, we have that in Nigeria. That's Oh, beans cake. It's made out of beans.
I see the Nigerians are copying the Gambians nowadays.
Remember, we were all one nation before they cut us
Oh,
into
okay,
pieces.
true.
No copying.
No copying.
No copying.
Oh gosh, I can't believe this.
I thought it was puff puff.
Yeah,
So-
this is beans cake. So it's the same thing.
Exactly.
You soak the beans, you blend it, and you fry it into. Oh gosh! And then
That's right.
do you eat it with pap too? Because we have something called pap, called maize maize pudding.
We eat it with bread actually. So if you can see on the bottom of the picture, it's like a loaf of bread,
Yeah.
It's like a baguette.
and that's like kind of like homemade bread. You know,
Ah.
it's like almost like sourdough.
Yeah.
And it's if you make it fresh and it's hot from the oven, and you put the akara in there, and as you can see, there's some sauce, onion sauce that we serve it with,
Yeah.
and then you have that with tea. Oh my God, that's you set up for the
Fantastic. You're in the 7th heaven.
That's right.
Now in Nigeria, what we do is we have this akara. We can eat it with bread, like you. We can eat it with pap, and you can eat it alone, and then you can eat it with gari. Do you know what gari is? Cassava
Yeah, we
flake.
know Gary. We know Gary.
So we
Yeah.
can eat it with several things. Now, if you are out there watching this program and you have never eaten this food we are just mentioning, oh God, you are missing out. You need to test akara.
That's right. The akara is like the African falafel, basically.
I don't want to call it beans cake today. I'm calling it the name. It's called akara.
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 That's right.
Thank you. Wow, we are so similar. That is so brilliant. Good to know. And then
That's right.
is that the end of the slide? I think
Yep.
so. So now we've talked about the food. I want you to talk about the greetings.
Mm-hmm.
How
So
do
the
you
greetings,
greet in Gambia?
it depends on your tribe. So Gambia has about 6 main tribes.
Okay.
We have the Wolof tribe, which I just told you about, called the Jollof.
Okay.
So the Jollof tribe most of the tribes would begin with the greeting Salam Alaikum,
Oh.
which is like the Arabic, because the Gambia is about 90% Muslim. So
Okay.
the Islamic culture has really kind of dominated a lot of the Gambian culture. So we will use the same greeting, Salam Alaikum, which means peace be upon you.
Okay.
Some of the tribes have special greetings, for example, like the Fulani. I think Nigeria has Fulani tribes as well.
Yes, in the northern part of Nigeria, the Fulani tribe is there.
The Fulani tribe will say something like Jarama.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wolof tribe, if they want to say good morning, they will say Jamna Fenan. Jamna Fenan. We have the Mandinka tribe as well. Yeah, I'm only fluent, or I'm only conversing with 2 languages. They are
So
the.
now I've just brought in. Oh gosh, this thing is not showing a lot. But I just brought in the map I was talking about, and you can see the. Can we see the tribes we are mentioning?
Yeah. So unfortunately, or rather fortunately for us, the tribes are intermingled in Gambia.
Okay.
So I know this is not like maybe some of the other countries where maybe there might be like a north-south divide the tribes.
Yeah.
As you can see, the Gambia is a very tiny country.
Yeah.
And so the tribes tend to mix and actually intermarry as well. So for example, my mother is from the Wolof tribe, and my father is Fulani.
Ah.
So my surname Barry is a typical Fulani name that you will find in places like Senegal, Guinea, Conakry, Ivory Coast. Yeah, I
was thinking the surname was like an adopted British surname.
No. It's Fulani. Yeah.
Ah.
And I know a lot of people say no, it can't be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting to know. And so
Mhm.
you say again the greetings. What are the greetings again?
So salam alaikum would be like
Salam
the greeting
alaikum.
of peace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's peace. That's like shalom. That's like
Yeah,
shalom
that's
from
shalom.
my
Yeah,
end. Yeah,
basically.
shalom. Yeah.
Basically. Salam is the same as saying shalom. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
salam alaikum is peace unto you. Shalom unto you.
yeah, exactly. Wow.
Okay.
I
Okay.
see you know your languages, John.
Yeah, you see? No,
Yeah.
one of my biggest weaknesses is languages. Can you say I asked you to tell me again? Because I really love languages, but picking them had been like, ooh,
Yeah.
I've been
And
climbing
Africa has
mountains.
so many languages as well. I mean, I think
Exactly.
somewhere like Nigeria, you have something, how many? Over 50 languages, right?
Please don't go to Nigeria. It's just too much.
Yeah, yeah.
In my state alone, every village has a different language or a
Wow.
different dialect. Every village in my state. So you
Yeah.
cross to the next village, and their twang is different from where you're coming from. So it's like,
Wow.
oh my God, no, don't even go
Yeah.
there.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Yes.
In Gambia, we have 6 main, as I said, after the tribes. So Wolof, Mandinka, Fulani, Sirir, Sarahule, Jola. These are some of the main tribes. And each of these different tribes has a different language. There are different languages.
And
And
then
all of the languages are what they call vernacular languages. They're not written. They're just spoken. Yeah.
oral languages. And now that beats me to transferring the language from one generation to another, especially in this culture where we live in.
Yeah.
Some of the things that are missing or that are getting lost in African culture and African transmission to the next generation is because they are not written down. Many of our
Yeah.
things are oral, and so as culture is mixing with the Western world, our children are losing that connection with their culture because they are not written and they are not established. My guest last week was from Ethiopia, and it was interesting to see that Ethiopian has their writing, their lettering, everything intact because they were never colonized, and you
It's
can
amazing.
so they are rich in themselves, and they can pass that to their next generation, which is missing in many other African countries. I've been in conference with some literary creatives this weekend, and I can see I joined a panel where they were talking about African languages and promoting African languages. One of the speaker was an Igbo lady, and you can see she was fierce, as in I need to teach these people my. And I was like, I can see her shake it, and I just saw the passion for her to take the culture to the next generation, because and we are living in a global world, and if we don't pass our culture and identity to our children and to our children's children, they tend to lose it completely. I don't mind them enjoying other people's culture, but I always want them to have my identity for the rest of their life and take it to the next generation and to the next generation. And I think that's why we are doing this, trying to get our children and our culture an awareness, right? You're enjoying this? Oh yeah, talk to Dr. Yaya. Really? She's
Say
new to
something in your
this.
mother tongue. What's your mother tongue? Big J.
Yeah, what's your mother tongue? Can you speak anything from Yoruba? Say greeting Yoruba.
Wait. Did I say afternoon or evening?
Just say anyone. Greeting Yoruba.
Carol.
She just said good morning. Carol is good morning.
A cow. Wow.
Ekason, yes, that's what you're supposed to say. Ekason is good afternoon. And what's good night?
You're
Oh,
putting her
no.
under pressure. She's under pressure, Joan.
Or evening is Ekurole. You understand? Jed, what? Yeah, speak something to him in Nigeria, and I'll interpret it in your language. You just said it now. You don't want to say it again.
Remember what you did last time, Jed?
She said something before her sister spoke, and I asked her to repeat it. She's not willing to repeat it.
What she said?
I
It's
can't.
the pressure.
Tara.
No, it's Ekaro. You just greeted him again.
Tara.
No, she said Ekaro.
Castle.
Ekaso, yeah, that's what you just said again. Ask him, how are you? You said it now. You forgot him. No. You said Bawoni. You said it while you were sitting down here. Bawoni is how are you? And you said,
I said okay.
so Bawoni means how are you? You understand? And she said this under her breath, but she kept quiet. And when her sister spoke, I asked her to repeat it.
Is it,
She repeated it again.
is it Bawoni?
Bawoni. So when you
Bawoni.
she's adding the English twang to it. Bawoni. It's supposed to be Bawoni. So I tell them every time they speak in Yoruba, they should go down. The diphthongs go down. It doesn't go up.
Bawoni.
Bawoni. It's not Bawoni. It's Bawoni. You understand?
Bawoni.
Cool. Yeah. So
and it's the response. It's the response to that Dadani by any chance?
Dadani, yes. Dadani.
It's because I had some Yoruba classmates that we studied together with, and there was this one guy. He would always speak Yoruba to us, even though like we don't speak the language. But I used to think he would say Boni, and he would say Dadani.
It's Bawoni. That's what you say. Bawoni. And then you say Dadani.
Dadani. See, African languages.
You just learned something today.
Something more to them. Muhammad will speak a bit of Nakanadef means how are you in Wolof?
Latinada.
Yeah.
So what's the reply?
How do you reply? Mangiba. Or you say Jamarek means I'm in peace.
Jamarek. Okay. Yeah. So say that to me. What did he say? I'll reply. No, that's the reply. You tell me.
Yeah, Jamarek.
Jamarek is the reply. Dariba. Is it Lariba?
La something.
Is it Dariba? Lariba?
Maniba. Maniba. Soon we'll have you speak more.
Maniba. Reply. Damirik. Look at it.
Oh, wow.
Better than you today. Lami, right? Lami, right?
That's the easy one.
Messing up here right now.
Yes,
we are completely messing up right now.
How do you say that?
It's amazing though, like how quickly they're picking it up.
Exactly. So if we come for 1 week, we would know how to say. I'm not proud of myself. I would say I would know. They would know. Yeah, it's both ways. Okay, that's good. So, can you give us a little glimpse about the dressing in Gambia? I've seen your mom by the beach. Is that the way the general dressing is, the Islamic dressing, or there are other normal trends of dressing?
Yeah, I mean, so African dress in general and Gambia is no different. It's very colorful.
Yeah.
We wear like all different kind of bright colors, and I'm trying to wear. I mean, although the pattern is not Gambian, but it is sewn in the Gambia, and my mother sent it to me to wear.
Okay.
So we wear things like wax prints. And I think we have this culture, and I think a number of the African countries share that on Fridays, everybody wears like traditional dress. Yeah.
So when you're going to the mosques, right? When you're going to the mosques.
Yeah. When we're going to the mosque.
It's like when we're going to the church, we dress all flamboyantly too. Oh God.
Yep. And some women have this kind of like fancy head wraps.
Oh my goodness.
Let's not go into
Oh,
that.
don't go into that. Don't get
Mommy had some.
When I was growing up, I used to make some gigantic ones that they can cover 3 people's faces.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, because that was the fashion. That was it. So you have to make the bigger the better. You understand? So that is where
That's right.
Not quality,
Excuse-
quantity.
Excuse me.
Quantity and quality.
And so that's quite interesting. And I think you mentioned a tie and dye. We also do a lot of tie and dye in Nigeria.
That's right.
A lot of wax. And in fact, there was a time that Nigeria was a major importer of tie and dye clothing until King China came into the scene. But but that shows that the roots of beautiful, colorful clothes like that is always Africa. Get back there.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Now, I think I need to challenge myself. I should be wearing colorful clothes to this program.
It's so colorful. It's very blue. I like blue.
Okay.
I have a theory.
Okay.
I think the reason why Africans are able to wear bright and colorful clothes and other people can't get away with that is because of the rich, our rich color of our skins.
Oh, yeah, because the skin brings
I think
out
that's something that we should be, proud about and celebrate.
Yeah. That's quite interesting. I'm just loving it. I don't want to stop this conversation, but our time is running out so fast. We've gone beyond the time.
31.
Thank you, timekeeper.
Timekeeper.
She's our timekeeper. She reminds us every time the time is running out. Dr. Yaya, we just cracked the surface of your country. We've not talked about mineral resources. We've not talked about anything, all the lovely things you have in your country. But we really want to thank you for coming to this broadcast. We really appreciate it. I connected so much, especially with the food, and you are my brother from today. We jollof rice. Oh, come on, come on. That just kills it for me. and so I just wish and I hope that this awareness and these things we want to let the kids do, because I think we're in the same committee too, in trying to bring awareness to kids in Scotland about who we are. I believe that once you know who you are, you're able to present yourself anywhere you go. And that's one of the reasons our children must know who they are. They have an identity in Africa they should be proud of. And then they now mix it up with their Scottish identity. That makes them super Scottish Africans. One of the identities should not go above the other, because you are richer and you are fuller when you can stand with your head up. And I pray that as they grow up, they will be able to share the joy of being where they come from, Africa, and also share their identity as Scottish, which they will be proud of because they are born here. And they'll grow up to grow up as healthier adults, balanced in every way, shape, or form. And if tomorrow they just have to pick up their bag and say, we are going home, they know exactly where to go, because they've been hearing it. Nothing is strange to them again. They might not have experienced some of it, but the fact that they've heard it and talked about it and they're exposed to it here, it gives them a longing to go back home. And so I really appreciate it. So before we say bye-bye, Dr. Yaya, do you have one word to tell us and to just encourage our kids?
My God, I think you said it all there, John. I mean, I was just telling my boy, are you listening? Because as you said, if you do not embrace who you are, then how can the world embrace you? Yeah, so that's all. You said it all. I don't want to add any more.
She said words of wisdom. Mohammed, is there anything you want to tell us before we go?
Nothing really. I think you guys said it all.
Thank you for knowing a bit of Nigeria, and just to realize that you have sisters from Nigeria that are just basically the same kind of food you eat, the same kind of clothing you wear. And it's just pretty to see that even though we are divided by lines or borders, they are just imaginary lines. We should treat each other as a family, as a culture, as a group. And so there might be sentiment, just like a normal family. There might be sentiment, there might be quarrel, there might be disagreement, but Africa is a family, is a nations inside one continent. And I'm proud to say it every time. I hope we'll get there one day when we see ourselves as one. So on this note, I want to say thank you for coming. I do appreciate this. And I hope when we call you next time, you'll be ready to come on board, because we really enjoyed this session. Thank you so much. And for those that are listening at home, we've come to the end of our broadcast.
This is dragging on and on.
He's not dragging again, so I want to say bye-bye. You're going to kill it today. All right,
you got a little cheeky little baby there, huh?
Yeah, bye.